All right. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies. Yeah, we're back at it. Um, I'm not gonna lie, my neck is freaking killing me today. Also, all the icons on my PC look weird, so hopefully my PC's not screwed up. Um, Earlier today, talking about tech problems. Um, Oh, there's an update. That's great. That means we might run into problems. This is what I'm looking at if I can. There was a Steam update, so hopefully we don't run into any problems here. Um, but yeah, my neck is not feeling so hot. Let's see. Play game. Can we just jump on in or no? There's a cat rubbing my leg. Hello, kitty cat. Hello. Hi. You're going to see her go up her little catwalk behind me here. Or at least I think she's going to go up her little catwalk. She might not. I don't know. But we're into Apex Legends first click, though. So that's a good sign. No tech problems today. Thank goodness. At least as of right now. Let me get the cat right quick. Here's the cat. Hey, what you doing? You want to go? Can you look at the camera? Okay, no, she just wants to go. She just wants to go. Yeah, so yesterday I didn't play Apex because my neck was killing me. I probably shouldn't play Apex today, honestly. I might have to rest in the middle of the stream. Just because my neck might start bothering me too much, I might have to rest. Also, if it looks like I'm not looking over at you guys often, it's because I'm too far forward. Like yesterday, when I'm leaning back here, I can look fairly easily. It's a small amount of movement. But when I'm up here, that's a large amount of movement that my neck can't quite handle. Also, because I am worried that my gameplay will be less than optimal right now, or suboptimal, we're gonna play some ranked. We're gonna play some arenas ranked. But yeah, my neck is killing me. Essentially, I'm going to stream and then I'm gonna go lay down. My neck is just not in a good spot right now. To do much of anything. I think it's more so my trap than my neck. So to anybody who knows about anatomy, essentially your traps kind of look like this. You have a connection point to your shoulder and then up to your neck and then down your spine kind of. And I think I basically tore from like here, not tore, but messed up from here up into my neck in my traps. So essentially it's just really painful. And it's hard for me to turn, really. But, and then the other problem is because my liver enzymes are high, I'm not supposed to take Advil. Only Tylenol, but Tylenol doesn't really do much for me. So yeah, it's, I might, if I would have thought about it, which I didn't, if I would have thought about it before the stream, I would have gone and gotten an ice pack and streamed with an ice pack on my neck the entire time. But I didn't think about it, unfortunately. The other thing is that, what was I going to say? I don't know. Whenever you're in this much pain, it kind of takes you out of it. And my brain isn't working too well today. Yesterday, it was fine because I was relaxed, leaning back the entire time. So thinking wasn't that hard. But whenever I'm trying to sit forward and play a game like Apex Legends, it's hard to think because all my energy is going to ow, 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 ow. That's basically what's going through my head, is just like pain nonstop. So I don't know, man. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of goof around and play some ranked arenas. Ranked arenas shouldn't be too hard for me. So, not really trying to be competitive right now. We're just kind of playing to play, while still progressing. Because at this point, it should still be a grind, a little bit.
Got a bandit close by. Under fire. Reloading. Hands up.
Reloading. Enemy down. I'm taking shots.
Nice, good stuff, Wraith. Wraith carried the round. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, I did go to the gym. Oh, their teammate left. Sweet. 3 points. Free points, boys. Free points. We're going to go with the R301 because it's free points, so why not? Yeah, so I did go to the gym. I know I probably shouldn't, but I did go to the gym. All I did, though, it was supposed to be back and buys today. So I did basically a bicep workout and a lat workout, and that is it. Everything else I did was just in an attempt to maintain mobility of the shoulder. So basically, I treated it like it was a lat and bicep workout with some physical therapy tied in. It was kind of the way I treated this workout.
Throwing Arc Star.
Wings up.
Actually got hit.
Under fire. Reloading. Slash one.
I got some bad guys.
But yeah, so that's essentially what I did. Oh man, whew. It hurts to literally, like, if I'm trying to figure out where my hand is on the keyboard, it literally hurts to look down and figure out where my hand is on the keyboard.
Landing gears down.
This is part of the reason why I was saying it's probably better that I don't play Apex yesterday. I probably shouldn't honestly even be playing Apex today. But yeah, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. This is a whole lot less straining. Because I'm not really trying to. This essentially shouldn't be hard. This should just be a grind. So we're just kind of chilling, pretty much.
It's go time.
Splash one. Bogey down.
Oh, thank you, Wraith. The Wraith carried us all that game. The Wraith was the hard carry. Oh man. So yeah, I don't know. After that first game, just how painful it is right now, I'm really considering not playing many more. Oh, the Wraith carried, but she really didn't do that much more than me. I mean, she did get a lot of the knocks and stuff. But yeah, dude, I don't know. That's pretty painful. If what I'm gonna do, I'm thinking I'm gonna play one more. If nobody shows up in the next one, we're gonna change it up. I'm gonna do something else because this is pretty painful, even with it not being like I'm super hyper focused and I'm not like super like tuned into the game. It's just like that, like putting my hand here. I leaned into this hand just a little bit too much and that was painful. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm thinking we might switch it up and we might not be playing a whole lot of ranked. I might which sucks. So basically today might turn into a chill stream, would be a title for it, and tomorrow might turn into a chill stream, I guess. I
My
don't know.
thesis: the willing will survive.
I'm just not feeling it, man. I'm just not feeling good, I guess I should say. I'm not feeling good, man. Oh. Yeah. If nobody shows up, I'm gonna lean back and, you know, chill a little bit.
We're soaring straight to the top, baby.
Adding another gas trap.
Reloading. Charging on my shields.
Down another subject.
Some materials for us. Reloading.
Oh, man.
Prepare for victory. Prepare for anything.
Cooldown 2 rounds. Why can't I buy it right now? Huh. I don't know why I can't buy it right now. That's stupid.
Round 2. The monks.
Introducing a new variable. Transcending. Waiting. Beware.
Threat unveiled.
Under fire.
Subject spotted here.
Listen to my heart.
Top 3.
Reloading. I'm recharging my shields. Drop the veil.
Got one.
I'm down. Right here.
Shoot,
Use a
bro.
little help.
There's he is.
Reload down the subject.
Enemy here.
Getting shot at. Recharging shields. Reloading.
Bogey here. Need some help. Bogey in my car. Need some help.
Reloading.
I don't know what happened to the seer. I was fighting a seer, and the seer just somehow died, and the wraith was back up. I could have sworn I was fighting a seer. But it is what it is.
One more. They cannot contain us.
Round 3. Do not relent.
The trap is set. Data soon to follow. Variable added.
What lies behind?
Another variable.
Under fire. Eat an arc star. Charging on my shields.
Shields are recharging.
Box 3. Visual clear. Good go. Recharging shields. Incoming care package. Bandit here.
Bro, my game lagged so hard right there. Nice, bro. She was so weak, dude. Nice, good stuff. It's all on the wraith, bro. Right.
Subject spotted.
Good stuff, Val. Good stuff. Sweet. Okay, so nobody showed up for the stream at this point. So yeah, we're just gonna do the rest of the stream as a chill stream. So to those of you who aren't interested in that, basically we're just gonna I carried hard there. I didn't expect to have that much more damage than everybody. I mean, I honestly thought the Valk carried more than that, but apparently not. Yeah, so the rest of the stream is going to be a chill stream. We're done playing Apex Legends. We're going to be switching over to Raid Shadow Legends because I need to relax my neck more than I'm able to do sitting in this position. If it looks like my head is more tilted forward than usual, that's part of this whole neck thing that I'm dealing with. So that's part of the reason why I need to sit back. I'm going to grab this gift card right quick. I'm going to redeem a gift card to purchase some things. There's in this game, there's a rating system for how good a deal is. Obviously not prepared by the game itself. This is like a guy who does this content. He made his own like calculator for the value of an offer. Most of the time, the offers in the game they'll grade on his scale for like a 2.0 is like a good deal. Well, right now in the game, they have an offer that's like a 5.0. So it's like an insane deal. And it's only like $3. So I decided why not buy them. So as much as I need to save money, I play this game all the time, more than I probably should. And so, you know, I just figured, you know, why not? Oh, cool. Classic Arena Tank down. We placed top 10. That's cool. But yeah, let me grab this gift card right quick. And I do need to scratch off. I do need to scratch off the thingy, the stuff on the back. So, yeah. All right. I'm not feeling good, guys. I'm really not feeling good. But I'm still here for you guys. Still streaming. It is what it is. All right. So, need to close here. Wait, what? Excuse me? Wait a minute. Excuse me? Wait a minute. These were the deals that were supposed to. Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm in the wrong section. That tells you how out of it I am right now. I'm just not feeling good. These are supposed to be the deal right here, but I've never spent money on this account. Let me pull up that offer sheet and I don't know if these are the same one. They were $3. So let me see what the offer is. Yeah, no, see on this account they are $3. On this account they're $3. But on this account, even though this account has never spent any money, they cost more. I don't understand. I really do not understand that. That does not make any sense to me. Dude, my brain is not working at all today, boys. $10. Oh, it's $5, and this is so it's double the value, Oh, wait, that's not the same offer. That's why. They're not the same offer. That's why. That's the offer that's on this account. Got it. Okay. Dude, my leg itches now too. Some weird Apex games today. All right. Okay, so this is the offer right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the offer calculator and see. I already know what the $3 offer actually grades out to be. I'll show you guys the calculator then, and you can see what that new offer is, because I haven't actually programmed that in. But see, the offer on this account was $4. The offer on my main account was $10 because I've spent money on this account. So it's going to assume that I'm willing to spend more, so it charges me more. But it gives me more, so, you know, proportionally it's the same deal. It's just they get more money out of you. They give you more stuff, but they also get more money out of you. That's why I was a little confused. I was like, how'd the offer go up in price? It didn't. It was a different offer. Anyways, excuse me. Okay, so I am going to buy these right here because they're just such a good deal, and I play this game all the time. I might as well, right? So I'm gonna buy these. So I need to click here, click redeem code, and then I'm gonna punch in this code here. And hopefully the delay on the stream is such that I don't have to worry about somebody actually stealing this out from under me. I don't think any of you guys would actually do that anyways. But this is being broadcast out to everybody in the world could watch this. So my regular audience, I don't think I'd have to worry about. But you never know about some rando, you know? You never know. 32. But I think the delay is so great that I would really have nothing to worry about, to be honest. 3 S 49 and GP. Confirm account. Confirm. All right. You guys can see how much of a gift card I bought there. Yes, I did buy a $50 gift card. That is probably all I'm going to spend on this game for a long time. So that's kind of the reason why I went for it, is I was hoping that would last a while. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and program in, not that offer, this offer, and see what it comes out to. So where is my offer sheet? My offer sheet is on this side. So I need to minimize all of this stuff and then pull up here. There we go. Close. Okay, so this is the offer sheet created by Chofly Mobile, a content creator for Raid Shadow Legends. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pop this up, and then we're going to program in. So silver, we've got 600, 600K, so 1, 2, 3. And then we've got energy, we've got 1,200. We've got gems, we've got 600. And then we've got energy refills of 8. And then we've got a price of $10. So apparently that is a really good deal. Yeah, apparently he's saying that's a really good deal. So as much as I don't want to buy it because that's going to get rid of that $50 really quick, apparently I can't not buy it, honestly. So we're Go ahead and buy that. Actually, before we buy that, we know that's a good enough deal and it's worth buying. But before we buy that, what we're going to do is your inventory can get full. And as you can see, I was close to the limit. So just in case, I'm going to take some of this stuff out of my inbox, as much of it that I can, to hopefully not screw myself over on a purchase, because that apparently is possible. Sure. Don't really want to do that, but if I've got to, I've got to. Other deals, gyms and all that. No, all. We don't want all either. We want champions. We'll collect all the champions here. And then artifacts. We need to go ahead and collect all these that we can. Actually, we're going to run a program because I do have a macro for that. So we're going to run a program. Clan boss, progression, forge spam, spider cell, inbox collection. There we go. Hey, what's up, Huss? How's it going, my dude? How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, so you missed the ranked gameplay part of it. I played two games of arenas and we won both games, but sitting forward in that position was just too much on my neck. My neck is still messed up today. So yeah, essentially we're done with the ranked gameplay. I just literally can't. I can't play Apex. That position is just not, it's too painful for me right now. I'm sorry, man. So yeah, but aside from that, what's up with you, man? Sorry to be a negative Nancy, but yeah, man, can't do it. So I hope your day is going better than mine. Let's put it that way. Oh man. Boop, and boop, and then that's just gonna run clan boss right here. Also, we're not I haven't been playing any like video or anything in the background just because my energy is not so great today. I guess we could, right? We could continue the podcast. What do you feel about it, Huss? You're the only one here. So how do you feel about me doing what I did yesterday and playing part of that podcast and talking over it? How do you feel about it? Everything is fine with me, and it's fine. I'm willing to watch your content, whatever it is. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and pull up the podcast then. Why not? Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Up. All right. So we need to go here. We need to click on here so I can hear it as well. But I wouldn't be able to stick for too long. Hey, man, it's all good, bro. I'm still going to stream for an hour. But if you got to go, man, it's understandable, bro. All right. Well, let's listen to the podcast and see how this goes.
Is there any reason why it would
Maybe
do that?
some caffeine. The caffeine's been shown to help. Also, potentially, like if she's having, like, if glucose is having.
Caffeine's been shown to help. I feel like I've talked about something. Here's the thing: is I don't even know if it's this is gonna be talked about the same way it was talked about yesterday, or from me. But I feel like I mentioned something about caffeine potentially helping regulate migraines. But anyways. Yeah, it might take me a second to get into dissecting this, or if I get into it at all. I don't know. My brain's just, I'm very low energy today, and I'm sorry for that.
A hard time getting into her brain and being used by her neurons, like maybe that, huge sugar rush from the Coke is going to help. All the more reason, like there's been evidence, both animal and some early clinical evidence, that basically you can take someone with like early dementia and the sign, one of the earliest signs actually of both Alzheimer's disease and I'm not so sure if it's also dementia, but definitely Alzheimer's disease, is impaired glucose, like brain use of glucose. Like people, like
I haven't
neurons
heard
and
that
stuff
before.
are not
That's
using
cool.
glucose well, and so like naturally, of course, beta hydroxybutyrate would be an alternative to that, So
Well,
anyway,
she's saying that it would be an alternative for that, and I agree that it would be an alternative for your brain to use that instead of glucose for cognitive function. I agree, but it's kind of one of those things that like allowing your brain to cope by using a different source of energy, although it will work, is it optimal? Probably not. So you probably want to figure out, like, it's not, it's kind of like trying to find a solution to aging, right? There's scientists right now that are trying to slow down the rate at which our body breaks down telomeres, right? Because theoretically, telomeres shortening is what's actually like once your telomeres get so short they can't repair and you die. And not saying that like there's also people that die with really short telomeres from old age. But like that, like it's just one of those functions of your body that can be predictive of how long you're going to live, is the length of your telomeres. So that's how they're trying to stop aging, is stopping the shortening of telomeres. Basically, I don't know why I got on that track, but essentially, allowing your body to cope by using a different energy source might not be a solution. It might be a treatment, not a cure. Basically, it's kind of what I'm saying. It's not like it might work, but is it ultimately going to slow down the rate of dementia? Probably not. It's just going to make it to where it's like basically, if you think about it, like you're slowly passing out, right? It's just going to make it to where instead of slowly passing out, you're going to not feel like you're passing out, even though you are for a short window, and then you're going to pass out all at once. That's kind of the way I think it might work out. But I don't know, dude. My brain's not working today. Maybe this isn't a good idea.
What was I getting at? Oh, yeah. Basically, there could be some effect with the glucose rush for her headache thing.
Talking about why
but
Coke might be
again,
effective
the exogenous
for her
ketones
mom.
worked. They did, and so like I've given it to her, and she's been wanting to do this is we've known this for like over a year, and she's been wanting to do the ketogenic diet, and I think it just finally took me doing it to like get her to start it, because like.
Does she live in the same neighborhood as you?
No, she's close. I mean, she's in the same city.
Okay.
And she comes and helps out with like my son, so she's at my house like.
So you
3 or
can
4 days a
help show her what foods to eat.
Yes,
and
yes.
What are you trying to get her to eat, like specifically?
Well, right now I've been so busy, and so I've been like doing the lowest hanging fruit in terms of what's like the least amount of work.
Bacon.
I've got a bunch of bacon in my purse right now because I got to catch a flight after this, and I'm fasted. I'm like, I got to eat something before I get
Yeah,
on the plane. Anyway.
What about
that is
beef
one thing
tallow?
about dieting
Or
is
beef-
there's a lot of
What about
cooking
beef
involved.
tallow?
Not
per
yet.
se?
Not yet, but like so what I've been doing just these past 12 or 13 days is what I thought.
Honestly, though, most of your meals should be cooked fresh, though. Like eating pre-prepared foods isn't like the best. You should be eating whole foods, but anyways.
Was gonna like really get me in ketosis and be a ketogenic diet, which was like protein, avocado, olive oil drizzled all over it, like some of the high fat, low carb nuts like pecans and macadamia nuts. And then I thought, oh, well, you know me, like micronutrients. I need the magnesium. So avocados are great. They're giving me a lot of stuff like potassium, but the magnesium, which I'm now supplementing with, is something that's been hard to get without my leafy greens. And
That's one of the things that I was saying about diets is you're going to be low in vitamins and minerals, or certain particular vitamins and minerals. A, you can supplement with them, but B, you'd be surprised. So Jordan Peterson's daughter, I think it's Michaela Peterson or something like that. She was saying that essentially her body more optimally used vitamin, like one of the big nutrients that, like, if you go on an all meat diet, you need vitamin C. But she was saying that apparently her body like upregulated its ability to basically synthesize out the vitamin C from organ meats and stuff like that. So basically, like, her need for vitamin C was less than you'd expect. Like, essentially, like, what's the recommended? There's a recommended amount of vitamin C you're supposed to take. I think it's like what? Let me look actually on this bottle. This might tell me the information. Like 500, like a lot of supplements. For instance, this one that I take is 500 milligrams of vitamin C, which is like 833% of your daily value. Taking that much at once, your overloading the amount of vitamin C, which has a desirable effect to a certain extent, but you're also only absorbing so much of that. Some of that 833% is gonna get wasted. Your body's gonna waste it. It's gonna, go into your poop or be excreted in your urine or whatever. So basically eating several meals with organ meats in them that have trace amounts of vitamin C, your body is gonna use all of it whenever it gets it because it knows it needs it. That kind of thing. So yeah, I forgot why I was saying that, but oh yeah, she was talking about supplementing with potassium. So essentially, as long as you change your diet perfectly, you can get some vitamins. It's kind of like the vegan diet. The vegan diet can be unhealthy because a lot of people are missing micronutrients that they need. But as long as you're eating the right way and eating the right things, you don't really need to supplement. But it takes a lot of research. And I don't think, as long as she did it right, I don't think she would need to be supplementing with potassium, is basically what I was trying to say. So, but, it's a diet. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes cooking and doing, not only do you have to do all the research, but then you have to implement it. You have to spend the time to go cook the foods that you need to be eating and all that stuff. Diets are hard, man. Diets are like a second job to a certain extent if you're doing it right.
And my leafy greens have been like kicking me out of ketosis. So I have to
Even if you like drench them in butter and.
I drenched it in butter and olive oil, and
so gross.
I cooked down the spinach.
So
is
gross.
cooked down, so it's a lot more carb actually when it's cooked. And
Really?
Yeah.
yeah,
Cooking out the water gets rid of some of the minerals unless you like drink the some of it literally evaporates out, so there's nothing you can do about it, but some of it, like the extra liquid, is where some of those minerals go. And basically, you'd be drinking butter with minerals in it. That's essentially what you'd be doing. And like a compound butter with minerals in it, that doesn't sound too bad. But like cooking spinach with a bunch of butter and then drinking the butter out of the pan, that sounds freaking gross. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
have you ever sautéed spinach? I mean, you're like,
Right, but I never thought it would be more carb.
because
Is
you're
it
eating more
it's
of it.
more
You're
s-
eating
oh
more
yeah,
of
that
it.
is
You're
also
eating-
true. So not only are you depleting the minerals sometimes, but yeah, you're gonna eat more of it because it cooks down.
think you're
spinach
eating more.
salad, you would stop. You're like, oh, this is a big old bowl, like too much.
Right.
But you eat that sautéed spinach, and it's like
Yeah.
little piece, like
That's a
a
good-
little portion.
that's a good
Crazy.
How much spinach was in there? I don't know.
Good point.
Right,
So
okay.
so of course, everything that I was like, yes, I can do my leafy greens on. I think I will be able to eventually, but not initially.
She will.
Not initially, for sure.
She will if she does
Yeah.
everything right. She'll be able to eat
I,
greens.
I'm sup-
Magnesium
I
and-
am.
Anything else? Selenium? Is there any other things that you're
But yeah,
supplementing with?
I've often talked about how I wouldn't go on the keto diet. My thing is like, as much as I know carbs to an extent can be really bad for me, dude, I cannot help it, dude. I love bread. I do not know about you guys out there watching this, but dude, bread is my weakness, man. I'm all about the bread, dude. I love bread. But, sometimes like people love to drink. I like my bread. It's not good for us, but we do it anyways because we can't help ourselves.
Selenium and meat and stuff. I mean, I get it. My multivitamin has all that stuff anyways, but I usually don't have to take extra magnesium because I usually get so much from eating dark leafy greens, and so that's like the main one that I've added.
And you're eating meat pretty much every day?
Yeah, every day. So
What kind of meat? Like ribeyes? Like something
ribeyes.
fatty?
I had ribeye. Yeah, last night I had a ribeye. The stupid cauliflower hash with it was like a keto place. I ordered it from my Postmates to my hotel, and
They have a keto place?
it's called Keto Kitchen.
Oh,
Mm.
it's
I
not
found it on-
keto.
The cauliflower kicked me down from 2.1 to like 0.4. Like I was so upset.
Jeez.
And then I did bounce back somewhat. I was 1 millimolar this morning, which was good, but still I was pissed. Yeah, so the cauliflower hash.
First world
you know,
problems.
hard. Yeah. It's hard to get up to 2 point, like
So
2.2.
is it a matter of
It's hard for
doing
her.
it for long periods of time where your body becomes fat adapted and understands it and gets accustomed to it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there an actual like a mechanism that's causing this process to be like more robust over time?
That's a great question that I don't know. I've been wanting to know the answer to, like, what's the actual mechanism?
Well, I'm sorry about this, but I've got to go. See you. All right, for sure, man. I'll see you. I mean, I get it. This isn't the most entertaining and thought-provoking content if it's not something you're interested in. Also, I mean, like basically, I'm just saying, like, I get it, man. Hopefully, I'll be back to semi-normal here in the next like week or so. I mean, my neck's messed up and it's throwing everything off, man. So I'll see you though. Good luck with whatever you're doing, bro. And I hope you have a good night, man.
And all I can come up with is like, it is, you're getting your liver to like, it's always it's just easier to like use that glucose, use it, so like getting the liver to like oxidize the fatty acids and then make the ketones on top of that. Great question.
It's really
Maybe
taxing on
Dom
the liver.
D'Agostino knows. Maybe I'll figure it out. I don't know, but there's something like it's real. Like it's real, and I think maybe there's probably some individual variation there too. I mean, there's lots of genes regulating these things.
This
When
is one
you
of the
get
things
your
I was
mother to
saying
take the
yesterday.
ketone esters, and there is that issue that you were talking about.
Yeah,
where
glucose drop.
so what? How do you mitigate that with your mom?
Well, she usually will like get some orange juice and like eat some oatmeal with fruit in it, and that's she's like increasing her carb intake basically. So, but still, for someone like me, it's like even like a little bit of carbs that I eat with like the vegetables and stuff, it's just I will crash. Like I will crash hard. So so I prefer I started doing this whole like, okay, fasting in the morning. Like I've noticed like I'm more mentally on my game. And then it was like, okay, well maybe I could just try the ketogenic diet. Like what have I been so getting the like micronutrient intake has been very important to me. And then of course, like I was pregnant and then I breastfed. I did an extended breastfeeding, and all this time I didn't want to do any restrictive diets really, and then the pandemic.
So most of the things she's saying there, it's whatever. But one of the things she said is that she did extended breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is great. I would be an advocate for breastfeeding. There's a lot of science behind it being like massively beneficial over a bottle feeding. But extended breastfeeding, now I don't know what she means, because extended anything, right? It's like, how long is the extension? You never know. But extended breastfeeding has been shown to cause oral issues when it comes to development of the mouth and teeth. So I hope she's not extending too long. I also don't know what her definition of extended really is. So, but yeah, I just wanted to say that sometimes extension too long can
and it was
also
just,
cause
like,
problems.
all this, excuses. But I finally got the motivation once it was like very noticeable mental.
Now I know you exercise a lot. Do you notice a difference in your energy levels with keto?
And your
'Cause
performance of
I found when
exercises.
I tried it that at least the initial part of it was very difficult to work out hard.
I did not work.
Yes. So here's the thing. I feel like if working out your exercise performance, I don't think will be too affected by your dietary changes immediately, unless you are working out extremely, extremely hard. And when I say extremely hard, I mean harder than 99% of people work out. Like as hard as I work out. And I'm not trying to say that in a cocky way. I'm saying that in the way of, I work out so hard, it was actually recommended to me that I supplement with EAAs and carb powder, like not like towards the middle section of my workout. And basically what that's going to do is that's going to get basically protein, for a dumbed down version, is basically going to get protein and energy back into your muscles, because you have depleted your muscles already halfway through your workout to an extent where you need to consume energy to get energy into your muscles fast. So essentially I'm saying that to say this is that if you are not working out as hard as you can possibly do without injuring yourself, which obviously I injure myself all the time, so I'm working out past that limit. If you are not working out that hard, you probably won't notice that much of a difference because you've never hit, like, ideally when you're working out, by the time you're done, you should be exhausted and feel like you can barely move because your muscles are just that dead of energy. And basically they slowly recover and you're like, okay, I can walk again, essentially, right? That's how tired you should be. So if you never hit that point, you won't notice that you're hitting that point faster, right? That's what I'm saying. So when she's saying, I didn't notice any difference, that just tells me she's not working out as hard as she should be. That's what that's telling me. Whereas it does tell me from what Joe is saying that Joe does work out hard enough. And he realized immediately that his threshold, his endurance for working out was diminished. That's what that tells me. So, and yes, if you do switch diets and you're working out that hard, you shouldn't, no matter what your diet is, whenever you make a dietary switch, you'll notice a difference. But it's kind of like that thing. Like if you're only looking at this measurement, right? Then you won't notice if you're up here and your diet takes you from over here to down here, you won't notice because you're only looking here. So you're still above that threshold. That's basically what I'm saying. It tells me she's not working out hard.
Work out hard, like, I haven't actually worked out really hard.
Okay, she admits it.
for
Cool.
12 days.
13
Yeah.
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 Because you're giving your body a chance to adapt.
Mostly
No,
because
she's
I've
lazy.
been so damn busy. But
Sure.
you know, I just haven't been. Actually probably should have been working out more because you can actually kick yourself into ketosis
Yep.
by doing
Yes,
that.
you can.
Deplete your glycogen stores in your
Is
muscles.
any
And that's the
specific
energy that I'm
type of
talking about.
workout that's better for that?
Aerobic, definitely. But on the flip side of that,
Aerobic, not necessarily. She might go. She says not necessarily. So I'll let her elaborate and see if I agree with what she's saying.
if you're doing strength training, you remember we talked about the glucogenic amino acids.
Mhm.
So gluconeogenesis refers to the process of your body making glucose without having to have a carbohydrate source. So your body can make it from these specific certain amino acids. There's quite a few of them.
But here's the
And
thing.
also-
Here's the thing. Yes, your body can, but when you're working out, you are trying to use all those amino acids not as an energy source, but you are trying to use all those amino acids as a recovery source for your muscles. So if you're trying to get into keto or into ketosis, like essentially if I were on keto, instead of taking carb powder and EAAs, you just want to take more EAAs than I'm taking. That's what you would want to do. So yeah, for keto, it's a good idea, but for actually like for dietary benefits, it's a good idea. But for protein or for muscle building, like basically what I'm saying is that most of the biggest dudes in the world, most of the bodybuilders aren't on a keto diet for an obvious reason. So it's one of those things that I feel like needs to be elaborated on. If your goal is to get big, you don't want to do this. If your goal is to be in a high level of ketosis, then yeah, it can
So
be
from the
beneficial.
glycerol backbone of triglycerides, you have 3 fatty acids on a glycerol backbone. When you sort of break that up, that backbone can also do that. So strength training can cause you to take amino acids up into muscle. And some of those glucogenic amino acids are like some of the branch chain amino acids that you're taking up into muscle.
And that's the other thing I guess I should say. Some of those are branch chain amino acids. That's what she's saying. Like essentially a carb powder in EAAs doesn't have a whole lot of those like carbed branch chain amino acids. It's just muscle building amino acids. So essentially the carb powder is replacing those amino acids in a way that is, it's kind of like, how do I put this? It's kind of like a higher octane gas, right? Taking a BCAA supplement is great if you're trying to stay in ketosis and if you don't really care. Like if you're on a low octane gas, if you've got a low octane engine, you want to keep it that low. Whereas if you've got a high performance engine, you can probably get away with just taking the branch chain amino acids. But if you've got that high performance engine, you want to get all out of it you can get, right? When it comes to muscle building, the carb powder is just a faster, better way if you're not worried about your ketone levels. what I'm saying.
So you're basically, if you're strength training, I don't know if this has been shown. It's like, you know, a theoretical speculation, but like in theory, you should be picking up some of those amino acids and not converting as much, because that's another thing. Too much protein, if you just without the fat, like could potentially kick you out. And
Right.
I'm probably also experiencing
That is true.
that. 'Cause I'm like, I gotta eat. I'm like, all I'm eating is avocados. I'm like, oh,
And that's one of the reasons why also, like I'm saying, a lot of bodybuilders don't go on keto, is because most bodybuilders are consuming almost a gram per pound of body weight. So if you're a 200-pound dude, 200 I forgot what the metric conversion would be, but if you're a 200-pound individual, I guess it would be closer to like 2.2 grams. So if you're an 80-kilo guy, you'd be wanting to consume like 160 or closer to like 180 grams of protein. If you're a 200-pound individual, you want to be consuming at least 200 grams of protein. 200 grams of fat is a lot of fat. So that, and you want to be consuming usually more fat. So, excuse me. So if you were wanting to stay on keto and be a bodybuilder, you're talking about 200 grams of protein. You're probably talking about like 300 grams of fat. That's a lot of freaking fat. So that's why a lot of big bodybuilders aren't on keto. The amount of fat that you would have to eat is insane.
avocados in my bag. I traveled with them. I'm like, what else can you do besides all the oil in like the coffee?
What do they do when they check you at the airport and they find all this food in your bag?
They didn't do anything.
Like, what's wrong with this lady? She's got bacon and avocados in her bag.
Well, it's a good thing because I mean, it's really like,
yeah, it's everything's
Honestly,
carbs.
they probably could have done something, because I don't know if you heard about this, but as the U.S. has started to increasingly legalize marijuana, the cartel has actually switched from, instead of trafficking drugs into the country, has been trafficking avocados into this country. So actually, it wouldn't surprise me if her flying with avocados raised a red flag of, oh, are you? I mean, I guess if she only has like 5 avocados, they wouldn't say anything. But if you tried to like go to the airport with like 30 or 100 avocados, they might say something. They might not at the same time, because like, unlike weed that has a fairly long shelf life, I presume, as long as it's sealed, avocados, it doesn't matter how you seal them, unless they're like, they go bad really quickly once they're ripe. So I guess they might not do anything, but I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
all carbs, and I didn't eat anything on the flight. You know, it was like, you know,
That's
so
the difficult aspect of it is the gluconeogenesis, right? So if you just eat meat, your body's going to eventually convert that to glucose, and that'll kick you out.
Yep.
yeah,
So
But
you have to have
you
meat
want
with lots of fat.
exactly. And that's the thing that I'm learning is that, I mean, at least initially, like I said, you know, there are people out there that have been doing this for a long time, and
Yeah.
I'm sure they're much more of an expert. They can tell you exactly what you got to eat and when you can switch over to more of that. But like, I'm learning about this, and I'm going, holy shit! Like, I thought I could just eat some meat and restrict my carbs, and like I'd be in ketosis.
Nope.
And
Nope.
Tom D'Agostino, he would travel with oysters and olive oil.
so I have
Ugh.
sardines in olive oil,
Yeah.
and
Ugh.
they're like my favorite because they really high in omega-3. There's like
I mean,
almost
yeah, but
1,000,
for
like
taste.
800 or something milligrams of EPA and almost like 500 or something. Like DHA. There's like literally like a ton of omega-3 in my sardines. And
I mean, she's
the
not
olive
wrong, but
oil-
ugh.
The olive oil tastes a little fishy, but I also have a little chili in it. There's so it's like a spicy.
Hmm.
So I've
Still
got
gross.
like four
Still freaking
5
gross.
of those I brought with me.
Did I tell you that I used to eat those every day? And then I got my
Oof.
blood work done. I had a level of arsenic that was a little disturbing.
Oh yeah,
And
that's true.
The doctor started asking me questions like, "What's your?"
Yeah, fish can have a lot of nasty stuff in it, especially like massively like, I don't know how to say that, like massively mass capture fish that are like relatively small fish, so like sardines, for instance, because you're eating so many of them, and a lot of times like they'll go out and catch like 1,000,000 sardines, and then that's like the supply that's being canned. So if they ship like a whole bunch of sardines to one store, and it takes that store months and months and months to use all the sardines, because once they've been canned, usually they have a long shelf life. So if you eat from the same grocery store all the time, small fish like that, you can really, like mercury and, you know, stuff like that, you can really mess yourself up on like some stuff that's nasty in those fish. But diversify the sources you get your fish from, and it shouldn't be too big of a problem. It still might be a problem, but hopefully isn't too big of a problem.
What's your diet like? We go over that. He goes, is there any, do you eat any canned fish? And I said, yeah, I eat sardines
Yep.
like every day. He goes, that's it. He goes,
Yep.
cut that out. Let's try it again in a couple of months.
Yep.
So
And
I cut,
was-
it was gone.
It was
Yeah, it was-
specifically it was arsenic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, arsenic.
Really?
Yeah.
There's some
No,
nasty
so
stuff in fish, I'm
That's
telling you.
interesting
They're
because
dirty little fish.
Yep.
They're dirty little fish at
They
the
are.
bottom of the sea.
I'm gonna have to do another. I've done an arsenic test before, and
How long ago?
this was
I need to sell
It was
some
like-
stuff.
maybe 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago,
But
I
you
did.
weren't eating, like, you're eating these every day now?
I mean, I was not eating these every day when I did this test.
But
no,
you are now.
I am now.
Yeah. You should
So I
get
gotta do
checked. Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause they contain a lot of heavy metals, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pollution.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yep.
no. I mean, this is just my experience.
I'm glad Joe
Maybe-
brought
You're
that
gonna
up to
eat,
her.
Joe.
Well, maybe there's cans you can get where they get it from better sources. I don't.
Yeah,
This was quite a few years ago.
Usually
I don't
not.
remember what source I was getting it from.
because they're so tiny little fish. You'd think that
They're
like
dirty
they're
little buggers.
you'd think
Yeah,
they'd
they
have
are.
lower levels of that stuff.
They're
like
at the
they have low.
bottom.
They do have low level
market
here. The thing is, they do have low levels relatively. But the thing is, if you're eating like 100 sardines every week, that equates to more consumption of fish over. Like it's kind of like each fish has 10% arsenic. That's obviously like overblown number. But if each fish has 10%, yeah, if you're eating one sardine, it's a whole lot less arsenic than a whole salmon. But if you're eating like, if you're occasionally eating salmon, you're eating like 60 grams of salmon, right? But you're eating 100 grams. It's obviously the amount that you're consuming more so than, oh, they're just so tiny. Yeah, no, that I don't know why that would be surprising. but
Mercury
anyways.
much lower than like a bigger fish. So I guess it's not the same with our
I don't
arsenic.
know. I mean, again, it could have just been the source I was getting from. Maybe.
Yeah.
other
And that's
sources
what I
had
was
no
saying
arsenic.
is if he buys
No,
from
I
the same
don't-
grocery
I
store
mean,
all the time, that
they're
be part of it.
A really well-traveled fish, right? They're available in a lot of different parts of the world, I believe.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't eating them every day while I was breastfeeding either, because I didn't want to transfer that to through
Yeah.
my breast milk.
But
You
there
know?
are warnings where people say you shouldn't, particularly like freshwater fish. I was reading about this guy. No, I was listening to a podcast about this guy who got mercury poisoning, and he was a freshwater angler, and he would compete in a lot of fishing tournaments, and he ate fish like pretty much every day, like
Jeez.
freshwater fish, and he developed mercury poisoning, like
Yeah.
pretty severe mercury
Yep.
poisoning.
it can
Yeah.
happen.
I mean, you definitely can get mercury poisoning from eating certain fish.
Dangers of eating anchovies. Oh, I was eating sardines.
Sardines, anchovies, they're
Right.
basically the same thing.
Different thing. But let's
Different thing,
friends-
same thing.
They got some parasite.
Ugh.
Oh,
Ugh.
that's a
Anchovy
different
Ugh.
thing.
That's a whole
Yucky.
other.
Never mind.
Associated with
concern.
eating sushi, the ingestion of anchovies infected with parasites. Oh, great. Fun.
Sushi is like.
See, what do I
all
need to
fish
do on
is
this
also higher
account?
in mercury. When you cook the mercury, the levels go down.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Same
that
thing
raw
with spinach.
fish
You
is
deplete
higher.
minerals.
Higher in
People
it.
that
Yeah.
eat a lot of sushi, they can get mercury issues, right?
Yeah.
And is it saltwater versus freshwater? Is there?
I didn't know about that. What
I
I
didn't
know
know-
about
I
is
don't
like
know about that
the
either.
like size of the fish. Like so, like the worst thing you can do is like eat swordfish. But like as you go down, like there's certain fish like salmon, sardines. or
No, and that's not true. The thing is that, a big swordfish, if they're catching several swordfish, obviously there's more meat, so the price of the meat goes down. Therefore, you can usually get a bigger serving of overall fish. So, as far as I know, that would be why. There's not like swordfish like a salmon isn't 10% mercury and a sardine's only 1% mercury. No, they're all the same percentage. It's just that you're eating the amount that you're actually consuming is
really
different.
low in mercury. Salmon, sardines, some anchovies as well, but other
So
issues.
the
But
bigger fish.
yeah, because they eat
Eat
like smaller
other
fish, and it
fish.
accumulates. Yeah, so
Mhm.
they're it's like accumulating.
Yeah,
in there
I guess
with
that does
fat.
make sense.
So,
but
those-
at
I
the
always
same
try to eat
time,
fish that are
I don't know.
lower. They're high in the omega-3 index, like wild Alaskan salmon
Fish that are lower on the food chain, higher with the omega-3s. All right, I
is my
got you.
favorite. It's high. It's a fatty fish. It's also great for the ketogenic diet because it's a fatty fish. It's high in the omega-3 levels and lower in like things like mercury and stuff like that. And so, you know, another way, obviously,
Yeah,
to
predatory
get
fish would
the
have higher.
omega-3s, which
I guess
I'm,
that makes sense.
like super big on, and there's actually a couple of really cool studies you might be interested in that just came out on longevity.
As far as what I'm doing with Raid Shadow Legends, this account now is just going to be farming this same stage over and over and over again. It should be roughly like a 30-second run, as long as everything goes the way it should normally go. This is going to be a 30-second run, which is going to result in me getting the same resources over and over and over again. Essentially, this is the way I farm currency in this game. But something is messed up because these two didn't get a turn. So yeah, this run is messed up. Huh. I don't know how this run managed to get messed up, but this run does fail every once in a while. And this was one of those times where it failed. Hopefully you can see a successful one. Let's wait for this to go. But yeah, this is how I farm. I'd say it probably has like a 80% success rate. But it's the fastest way I know of to farm currency. Aside from that, basically this one is farming money right now, and this one is farming scrolls to make these champions stronger. Aside from that, though, we have streamed for an hour. Both of these two are automated to a point where I don't really need to be at the computer anymore, and we have reached the hour point in the stream. So I think that is where I'm going to end it for the day. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next live stream, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope my back gets better so I can get back into Apex Legends. But for now, we're just going to be doing these chill streams. That was a successful run, as you can see, 26 seconds. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next live stream tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wish me luck in healing and recovering. I'll see you guys in the next one.